What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got something a little bit different for y'all. We're gonna do our very first mukbang. So we got King Crab Atlanta.
King Crab ATL.
Yeah, so we got 3 self-love platters. They come with lobster tail, shrimp, crab cluster, corn on the cob, and potatoes. So we got 3.
I spell it
every
time. I know. Every time I spell it, I know.
So that's what we got going on. Also, we're going to be doing some Q&A. We're going to do a little Q&A, some relationship questions.
Q&A.
So,
I'm
about to go ahead and dig in. So you can go ahead.
No, I'm actually excited about doing this Q&A because, pray. Thank you, Lord, for the food we're about to receive, the nourishment for our bodies. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So I'm actually really excited about this Q&A because I'm actually excited to see if our answers are going to be the same and different, because like I was just like past relationships is different, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see if your answers are going to be the same. So my answer, I mean, they should be. We've been together all this time, but I'm excited to just see, you know,
what I got to say.
What you got to say about stuff.
Oh, he's better this time.
You ready to get started?
Let's go. You go first.
Want me to read the first question? Is it okay to discuss relationship issues with your friends and family?
We actually were just talking about this. No. I don't think so. Unless you guys are doing good, of course, you know, you want to share that with somebody, but I feel like the negative stuff should be kept within the relationship. You shouldn't bring anybody into a relationship because they will always have that view against that, you know, of that person. So,
I 100% agree. I feel like you should talk to friends, but you have to have those select friends that you can talk to about. That have either been through the same things or, you know, they're not one-sided in a relationship.
Right, and friends that'll tell you
the truth
when you're wrong.
Right. And then family, I think family is a no-go all the way around, because your family loves you differently. Like my family loves me differently than you love me. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So when I get over it, like if we was to go through something, once I'm over it, they're not going to be over it. You get what I'm saying? And they're going to always hold that in the back of their mind. I feel like family doesn't know how to forgive and forget.
Right.
So for me, well, letting the family know, it's the no. A hard no.
Ready for the next one?
I'm ready for the next one.
All right, next question is, should you take relationship advice from your single friends? I think we got 2 different perspectives on this one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How am I supposed to eat this? Look at this potato. Like, how am I supposed to eat this? They didn't even cut it.
That's not a set.
Right. Now I see why I only got 1. Oh, because it's so huge. Sorry, y'all. So, should you take relationship advice from your single friends? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I feel like you have to be selective on who you even ask advice from. And I feel like, right. And I feel like asking for advice and taking advice is 2 totally different things. Because I can ask you for your opinion. Now, I mean, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think there's an issue with asking for advice from your single friends. But I do feel like you should be selective in who you ask for advice. Because sometimes your single friends, just because they're single in that moment, don't mean that
they've never been in a serious committed relationship.
Right. So I don't think there's anything wrong with taking advice from single friends. You just need to know which single friends to go to. You know, if you want a whole marriage and you want a successful marriage, I don't suggest going to ask your thought and friends. I think you need to ask your more wholesome friends. So
I agree with you.
That's just my opinion on that.
Yeah, I agree.
For real. That's what's up. Want me to read the next one?
Go ahead.
Can you still be friends with the opposite sex while in a committed relationship?
Heck no. It's like, no, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, because our opinions is different now.
Yeah. It just, it's a way about it. Like,
the friendship should definitely have boundaries.
oh yeah, 100%.
Like
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, boundaries are a must. And you gotta make sure that your friend that is the opposite sex, not only they respect the boundaries within your relationship and of your friendship, but that they respect your partner too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I think that it has to be some type of relationship with your partner.
Everybody needs to be friends.
Person. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree that everybody needs to be friends. I feel like there's nothing wrong with having friends of the opposite sex, but I feel like it all goes back to boundaries. Y'all shouldn't be attracted to each other.
Mm-mm.
Y'all
Not
should.
saying they gotta be ugly.
Right. Not saying all your male friends gotta be ugly or all your female friends gotta be ugly. But y'all shouldn't have any type of
attraction for one another.
Right. Y'all shouldn't have no type of attraction for one another. And I feel like it should be boundaries. Like anything I do with my male friends, you should be able to do with your female friends. Or anything I do with my male friends, I should be able to do with my female friends.
Right.
I feel like it should, you know what I'm saying? So I do think it's possible. I think it's just a matter of boundaries and respect for yourself, for your partner, and for your relationship.
Yeah.
And I feel like your friends should understand that whether it's same sex or opposite sex. So I do think you could be friends with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
It's just all about
boundaries
and respect. Now, everybody's boundaries are going to be different.
Right.
So not saying that what works for us will work for you and what work for you will work for us. So everyone's boundaries are different, but you do need to set those boundaries. Because if you don't set those boundaries, it makes it easy for them to get crossed. And you can't assume that people know what you didn't communicate.
Right.
So, yeah, that's my take on that.
All right. Next question is, should you tone down your sexy when in a relationship?
Want to go first? I feel like there's a time and a place to be sexy. And I feel like you should know that time and a place to be sexy. And like if we're going on date night or something like that, I'm definitely going to be sexy. You know, I'm going to make sure my hair is laid. I'm going to make sure my makeup is flawless. I'm going to make sure I have on a really cute outfit and heels and all that stuff.
Y'all, I'm a messy eater, so I got to take my glasses off.
Oh, and I can't even help you.
I got to take my glasses off.
I can't even help you play it because my hands are already messy.
I keep splashing butter on my glasses. And then I ain't be able to see my food. All right.
I feel like there's a lot of shrimp in this one.
Yeah, I just ate like, all right, I ain't even gonna lie. I was gonna say 10.
Yeah, but I do think, like I said, if we're going on date night, that's definitely a time to be sexy. Were you just dancing?
Yeah.
That's definitely a time to be sexy. But if we're going to the grocery store, ain't no reason why you got on heels. Well, I'm not gonna say ain't no reason, because some people that's who they are.
Yeah,
but there's definitely a time and a place to be sexy. So should you tone it down? No, but you should know when to tone it down and when to tone it up.
When it's appropriate.
Right. Right, when it's appropriate. Right.
But yeah, I agree with what you said, and I actually think that it goes back to boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's something that has to be discussed and set in the beginning. Because you can't get upset if when you met me, and even throughout, every time I leave the house, I got on cologne and a chain, and I'm dressed nice or whatever. Dressed nice or whatever.
I was what you said. And I'm over here like, mm-hmm.
And then one day you be like, why you gotta have on cologne just to go X, Y, and Z? Everywhere I go, I wear this.
Right, that's how you met me. Right.
Right, so you can't just automatically, get upset or assume, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that, like, if you're going to have a problem with it later on down the line, that's something that needs to be discussed in the beginning. Like, I don't really know why you got to do this. Or talk about it.
Right. Because I feel like that's what compromise are coming at.
Yeah.
So, I definitely think that you can't be sexy in a relationship. It's just a time and a place. Like, I ain't going around my husband homeboys and something that would wear on date night.
Right, a freaking dress.
Right. That's just not appropriate.
And then, I got to shut it down.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't, I'll be looking at you sideways.
Yeah. And my homeboy's gonna be looking at me sideways, like, what's up with your girl?
Right. So I feel like there's a time and place to be sexy. But should you just overall tone it down? No, because you want to keep your man.
Right.
You want to keep him interested in you. You don't want to, you don't want to draw him in.
And then leave him hanging.
And then leave him hanging, right. So,
all right, well, I got you.
Right. So, no, you should not tone down your sexy. It should just be a time and place when you're sexy and when you're classy.
True.
I guess you should say.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
I agree. It is a time and a place. I think that does go back to boundaries, because if we set, something in, or had a discussion about what you wear, where you, when you wear it, stuff like that. Not necessarily, okay, you can't wear this. It's a respective dress code, I would say.
Yeah, because I don't think we ever even had that conversation. I think it's just like...
It's just some things
respect,
you know,
like,
some things you just know not to wear.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a respect thing and about it. And I guess it depends on the person, but my opinion...
You shouldn't tone it down, but you should know when to tone it up.
Right.
All right. Is communication with your exes okay?
No.
You didn't even let me finish. When in a committed relationship?
No.
All right. As if the answer was going to change, right?
Yeah.
I agree. I do think the answer is no. I do think no matter how the relationship ended, it was a relationship.
Right.
And I feel like exes are exes for a reason. It didn't work out for a reason, so...
And you moved on. So.
For a reason. But like it goes back to the saying that your parents said when you were growing up, treat others the way you want to be treated. I feel like it definitely goes back to that. So, exes in a relationship for me, it's a no.
Alright, I got a question for you to combat that question.
Okay.
What about those people who are okay with it? Both parties are okay with it.
I mean, I feel like then that's just their relationship. Then that's
because some people are okay with it. But
right.
I think my question to combat them, the people that are okay with it, what if they were married, or what if they were about to get married? Like, what if this relationship was real serious? Are you still okay with that? I don't want to break nobody up because of stuff like that.
Right, don't listen to us, y'all. Don't say that we told y'all to do this or we told y'all not to do this. We just telling y'all.
These are just our opinions and what works for us.
And what work exactly. So,
because that's a no-go for us in our relationship.
But if it works for you, it works for you.
I just feel like if you're committed to somebody,
it's nobody else.
You should have cut off ties with the other people that...
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Otherwise, I don't think that's commitment.
I agree 100%.
That's one foot in, one foot out.
Mm-hmm. That's having your cake and eating it too. Ain't that how to say it, though?
Yep.
Yeah. That was good.
I was so hungry.
Oh, I was hungry too, y'all. We ate all day.
All day.
So we was like real pressed
I didn't
to
know
go
what
get this
time
food. It was like 3 o'clock, y'all. But yeah, exes in a relationship for me is a no-go. Is a no-go. And if that's what you do, kudos to you. Whatever works for you. I ain't mad at your brother. I ain't mad at your sister. I just can't get no advice or nothing like that because it's a no for me.
I'll say those for last because I don't really like these, y'all.
That was the part you always getting me?
Yeah. I used to give you these too.
So I'm confused why he's saving them for last because he ain't gonna eat them.
I gotta think about it. If I'm hungry enough, I'm gonna eat it.
No, that's fine. I still got food over here.
So it might be nice. You might get some extra, you might not.
That's fine. I ain't tripping, partner. I got stuff.
Alright.
Over here.
Next question.
Can you even see? Why you talking about next question?
Honestly,
because I can read it. Can you see?
Yeah. Right. How do you respond? Excuse me. How do you respond or address your partner's feelings? Ooh.
I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm ready for the tea, sis.
So that mean you want me to go first?
Yeah.
I feel like this question is very personal because we've answered all these questions from like our personal opinion, but I feel like this one is like a little bit more personal because I feel like this is something that
used to be an issue
within our relationship, like within like the first 5 years or so, Dang, that was a long time.
It was a long time.
But
yeah.
It was for like the first 5 years. I mean, it wasn't like an everyday issue, but it was like, and it was an issue. And it would get better, get worse, get better, get worse. But for me, and I think it was more so bad on my part, not even on Chris' part, I ain't even gonna lie. What?
No.
But
oh my god. I'm making a mess.
I know, that's why I changed my shirt. Addressing and responding to your partner's feelings is so important in a relationship. Because you don't want to be in a relationship by yourself. Because it's ultimately like what it'll be. Like it'll just be all about you and not about the other person. So
you gotta realize it's a partnership.
Exactly. And I think what I had to learn was I have to validate Chris' feelings whether I agreed or not.
Right. Because
I don't have to agree with how he feel, but I can't take away the fact that that's how he feel. That those are his feelings, you know? Yeah. And I also have to take accountability that I'm the person that made him feel that way, whether good or bad. Yeah. You know, although that might not have been my intentions, that's the way he felt. I can't take that from him.
Right, and she can't say that I didn't feel that way.
Right. So I think that's very important. I think how to do it is just have an open and honest communication. Learn how to validate, learn how to take accountability, learn how to be receptive of hearing things about yourself that you may not want to hear.
Yeah. And the way that I think of it is, as far as taking other people's feelings into consideration, is if hypothetically, if you were to get pinched by, okay, say if she pinched me, or I pinch her, and I can't tell her that it didn't hurt because I don't feel it. She do.
Right.
So I can't, if I say something, I can't tell her that what I said doesn't hurt her feelings if it really did. Mm-hmm. It's up to her to say, and I have to go on what she said because it didn't happen to me. It wasn't said to me. It wasn't done to me.
And I feel like that, like what you said, I feel like that's a good part of being in a healthy, mature, honest relationship, because you do have those people that will say you hurt their feelings to make you feel bad.
Yeah.
And it really didn't faze them at all.
Right.
But that's why you gotta know who you're in a relationship with.
Or the person who did the hurting
could do it intentionally.
And say, I'm sorry you feel that way. Mm-hmm. But you can't
always say that. And it hurt his feelings intentionally. But
I'm sorry you took it that way. I'm sorry it made it. Instead
of saying, I'm sorry. Instead of saying, I would say, I'm sorry you felt that way. Instead of saying, I'm sorry I made you feel that way.
Right.
Or, it's a difference.
Yeah. So it's like we definitely grew. Mm-hmm. And that's another thing about relationships. You grow. You have to learn to grow. Mm-hmm. You can't just expect to be in the same position as when you met them.
When I met you, I was 16.
Dang.
Imagine if I was still the smart mouth 16-year-old I was today. We probably wouldn't even sit right here.
We would not be together. Because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Like, I can handle her mouth to a certain extent. And most of the time, I just ignore.
I was about to say, I feel like now
I've gotten to the point where I just kind of tune a lot of stuff out. If I don't feel like it's that serious, I just tune it out. Unless she bring it up again, I'm like, okay, it's serious. I apologize. I wasn't listening. But most of the time, it's never a problem. So,
hold on, wait, y'all.
And most of the time, she don't even know that I wasn't listening.
So the other day, I came home from work fussing, right? And Chris didn't say anything to me for like 2 hours, right? And he didn't do it intentionally.
She thought I had an attitude.
He was just in his man cave, minding his business, chilling, playing a game. I don't know what he was doing. He was just relaxing. But I thought that he didn't say anything to me because I came home fussing. So, like, after like 2 hours, we talked. And I was like, so you're not mad at me no more? And he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I came home fussing. He said, you did?
I didn't know.
What? So you took me out that bad?
I know when to listen, and that must have been time not to listen.
Okay. All right, last question. Whoa, I didn't want that to break like that. Should you stay in a relationship with someone if your sex drive is different?
I was about to say no.
Is that right?
Yes. That goes back to all these other questions. Communication is key because you have to talk about these things and then compromise. We mentioned compromise. Compromising, communication is a huge part of relationships. So yeah, so if I don't know that you want more or less sex, how am I supposed to know?
It can drive a wedge between the relationship. So all goes back to communication.
That leaves you alone with your thoughts to think so many things that may or may not be the real reason why something is going on or isn't going on. So you have to communicate these things.
You have to communicate, and I feel like it's like you can teach people what you want,
right,
and what you don't want, and what you like and what you don't like. So I feel like leaving somebody because their sex drive is different from yours, whether yours is high and theirs is low, or
that's
yours is low and theirs is high.
Somebody has to compromise on.
Right,
you're never
both people
meet
have to compromise.
Yeah, you're never going to meet somebody that has the exact same.
That has everything that you. I don't think
because if you do, they may not have. They may fall short in other categories, and that might not be somebody that you want to spend your life with.
That's true.
Or be in a relationship with.
That's true.
So you have to compromise on something.
You definitely have to compromise on stuff like that.
I'm not saying just be like, all right, you said you want to do this time, I'm gonna just do it every single time you want it. It just you have to find a middle ground, a common ground, something that will work
for both of you all. So y'all don't leave him.
Girl.
Don't leave him. Don't leave her.
Yeah.
I just got compromised. Have sex every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Have a conversation about it.
Yeah. I bet I put them on the schedule sometime Monday,
right,
Wednesday,
Monday,
Friday.
Tuesday, Wednesday. So.
And that's it again until Sunday.
Right.
But guys, those were all our questions for this first mukbang.
So yeah, let us know whatever questions y'all have. These questions came to us specially. So, but yeah, definitely let us know if y'all have any other relationship questions y'all want us to share our point of view on.
We skipped the question.
Oh wait, I don't got my glasses on, y'all, so I can't really read these questions.
We skipped a question.
What is?
How much time should you spend with your single friend?
Oh, how much time should you spend with your single friend?
I'll let you go first.
I think that it don't matter. For real. Unless you have a friend that likes to try to influence you to do something that you should be doing as somebody in a relationship, meaning they trying to get you to go and get boys' numbers or girls' numbers and doing stuff that only single people should really be doing.
I feel like I gotta.
But yeah, other than that, it's just they still a person.
Yeah, I don't think there should be a time limit on how much time you should spend with your single friends. I feel like your friend is your friend.
Right.
And your friend should know your relationship. Your friend should also respect
your
relationship. Right. And your friend should understand, like my very, 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 very best friend of 10 plus years. She's single and I'm married. And we do everything together. What we did before I moved to Atlanta. But, we did a lot of things together for years, But now that I'm married, she knows that I can't go to not that I can't go to the club because it's not like Chris tell me where I can and can't go and, but she knows that as a married woman, I'm not going to the club every Friday. I don't have to club anyway, y'all, but.
Yeah, I'm too old for that.
Yeah. But, but she knows and she understands and she respects that. So she has friends that she do things like that with. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think it don't matter if the friend is single.
Yeah,
married,
relationship status,
and relationship.
Because if it's people that's married that still act like they single, but
you can say that again.
That don't mean you should stop hanging out with them,
right? Because all your friends, you won't have the same views and the same. I mean, a lot of things you all may have in common, but some things you may not have. Some friends I don't have stuff in common with, and then I got one friend who
act just like her.
We act just alike, and she gets on my last nerve.
And then she get on mine.
Most of the time, she get on your nerve too.
She get on mine too, but
we love you.
We
sis.
love her.
We do. We love you, but we act just like her. She gets on my last nerve. But here's to that, because we act alike. Yeah. But it doesn't. That's my girl.
Oh, you have a friend.
That's my girl. All right, y'all. So that was the end of the questions. I promise there's no more, y'all. So, guys, let us know how you like this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up.
Yep.
Make sure you subscribe.
For sure.
Comment. Turn those post notifications on. That part, because we do post very often.
Very often.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll be at the end, so make sure you all go ahead and follow us on Instagram.
Go ahead.
He's so annoying. Make sure y'all keep up with us. You don't want to miss the next video because the journey continues.
Peace.